Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and welcome back to Nimby Rails, the game that takes a world's map and allows you to just spew train track all over it. Lovely! Aha! Right, in the last episode we built this fella here, and I mean it's not a lot to look at, a red arrow moving slowly across the map, but at the same time, it is something to look at. It's a red arrow moving slowly across. Arguably, the red arrow is stationary and the map is merely moving around it. That's one interpretation you could get there. Anyway, shortly we will be reviewing just how well this Intercity line has performed now that I've unbroken the refund system. Now, I say unbroken the refund system because this is very much a game about making the money work and about making the numbers do everything they need to do. All right, spoilers. Last week we did 12.2 million on this route, and you're going to go, "Oh, is that good?" Well, let's go to the Mexico City Circle line here, which is probably one of the strongest performers that we've also had running so far. 3.4 million. So yeah, it's paying off really rather handsomely. We're up to around $35 million per week in revenue, which is pretty good. We're able to stay on top of repaying the loan, and we've made, how many payments we've made now? We've made seven payments. Only 895 million left to pay. You know what? I'm going to pay that early, and it will happen pretty soon. Or will it? I don't know. I might invest that in something else. I might not. I couldn't tell you. Anyway, accounting. Here we go. Going back to July the 26th, 35 million. Lovely. Then August 2nd, 35 million. Lovely. And then August the 9th, 35 million. Lovely. This is the week of, obviously. And then the following week, only 16 million. You kind of go, what gives? Had to repay 18 million in chuffing loan. So it comes out around about 35 million. And then here we are in week 20, or the week of August 23rd, and we're at 33 million up so far this week. Now, we've had 2.5 million. Oh, no, wait, I've actually had 2.8 million people board a train. Almost 500,000 of those go on to transfer to another line in some fashion. 57,000 have gone, no son, I'm not paying that. No, you can forget it. And you go, well, okay, well, that's all right. And that's, that's an acceptable percentage of people who are refusing to pay. But therein lies a problem. Now, when I had this set up last time, the Grand Transcon, as it is temporarily called, we'd got it set up where I was charging 950 quid a ticket, and people were paying that. Or so it appeared. What they were actually doing was going, yeah, I'll pay it, because you don't actually have to pay for the ticket until you reach your end station. So what was happening is people were merrily travelling down the line here, getting off at Teotihuacan, and then jumping on a tram, getting to the tram station and going, no, not paying it. At which point it issues a refund. And you go, wait, what? No, that's not right. If you don't pay for the ticket, you don't get on the train in the first place. That's the way it works in the world. You don't get to the other end and just kind of go like, I want my money back. Why? Because it was really expensive. And you go, well, that's not how it works. You've consumed the goods. If the price of goods was beyond what you felt was reasonable, then you should have gone, no, I will not take those goods. You don't get to go to Ferrari, take a Ferrari home, and go like, yeah, bit pricey though, give me my money back. And they'll go, well, give the Ferrari back. You go, no, the Ferrari's mine now. You go, what? That's not how it works. Anyway, discovering this allowed me to find what was effectively a $6 to $7 million hole in my budget on a daily basis, which was basically wiping out all profit in the known universe. Great. So yes, I've had to drop the ticket price a little bit, but the upshot is that we now get, if we look at, you're looking at Puebla South and Tehuacan, Tehuacan. The H is, oh, God, never mind. Yeah, we're looking for refunds here, and as you'll see, if I slip to the right tab, we've got no refunds required there. We've got no refunds required here. We've got no refunds required there, and none here. I have dropped the pricing to the extent that no one can gripe about anything. Part of fixing that, which I haven't done in Puebla actually, I've done in Tehuacan, is I've made it a quid a trip. I've just gone, fine, we'll go easy mode. I'll just make it's $1 to ride the tram, no matter how far you're riding it, and that has completely killed any profitability that we might have had. 42 grand a week, really? I mean, that's just disgusting. But after shipping 62,000 passengers, it's just flipping whatever. But I see it as a means to an end. These chaps are quite merrily bringing people to the station who are then going to pay the big bucks to go and ride the Intercity. So I see it as a lost leader. Shall we move on? Yes, we shall. I've got some tracks ready to be built. 167 million quid's worth of tracks, in fact. And you may have caught a glimpse of it earlier on, but we've built the next section of Intercity, going from Puebla up to Mexico City. Now, I've gone with, run slow speed when you're close to the station, because theoretically you're accelerating. But the acceleration curve on these trains anyway is pretty ruddy aggressive, so that shouldn't matter too much. Either way, what I want to do, though, is once you get up to speed, try and stay there. Things like this makes Timmy a sad little monkey. There's a little bit of, I see a bit of a wiggle here. We might be able to. I saw both over 300. That'll do. There you go. 322 and 350. 350. Yeah. 350. Yeah, that's good. 229. That's less good. All right. How can I improve life for you? Well, you don't grab that. You grab this. All right. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, I know. The next bit's broken. There you go. 350, 338. The problem doing this is that you have to zoom out in order to see the shape of the track that you're building, but you have to zoom in order to see the speed limit. Hang on. Where is the speed? It's all the way over there because I built a really big bit. There we go. Slap that out there. There you go. It's got a speed on it. What are we talking? 339? Yeah, lovely. 350? Yeah, beautiful. All right, 350. Yeah, I like it. 350. Oh, now you're talking my language. 350. Yeah, brilliant. I hope you like scrolling. 350. Yes. We went through the mountains. I'll show you the overall kind of shape that we've taken in a moment. 350. Yeah, that's good. 350. I pretty much measured this all out, Not that you could tell. Right, yeah, that's good. 350, yeah. That's max speed. Just that straight line on the best track that money can buy. Now, we have had to put a viaduct in as we get closer to Mexico City itself. But I'm positively optimistic that won't prove to be too big an issue. It's right here, look. And it's because we're cutting this at a slightly more oblique angle. There was no way around it. It was either that or come down straight and then do a right angle at like 70 kilometers an hour or something ridiculous. So no, I left it in. Yeah, I know. We're all disappointed. And there we go. So here's the route. It's a good sweeping, majestic, go through the middle of a mountain kind of a route. 54 overpasses. I cannot stress how much you want to avoid overpasses where possible. They are very expensive. Viaduct, $1 million bucks per 100 meters. You want to go easy on that there, friend. Because effectively an overpass is exactly the same as a bridge. But you can go further with it. It's nice though, isn't it? Isn't it nice? Yeah, it's pretty tasteful. So there we go. So that's good. I'm buying it. Yeah. because we seek progress, and progress comes with the mighty dollar attached to it in some fashion or another. Where are we? Sunday morning. Yes, this is as good a time as any. Now, I want to buy the big dog for this one. Let's go to the what do we got? The Vitesse. It does 320. Yeah. I bet it does. And then you've got the Menacem Reliever. Oh yeah, 350. This tops out at with 480 passengers. I wonder if quantity of passengers would be more. See, the Vitesse is what we're running on the other one, isn't it? Are we running a Vitesse or are we running a Sepia? Sepia's 14 mil. No, we're running a Vitesse on the other one. No, let's go for the Roliever and see what sort of speed we can crank it. We can crank it at, and that'll be good. I think we're going to have to suggest an implied top speed of 300 or a cruising speed of 300. Oh, flipping! Look at the price of this flaming thing. Yeah. Add more cars. No. Take some away. Nah. Okay then. I don't want this checkerboard business. No, I want something that says speed, which to me is that one. You may feel otherwise. I want to put a base colour of black. Black says speed. No matter whichever way you cut it, as far as trains are concerned, the colour black and a bit of speed are rather synonymous with one another. Right, buy it, please. Yeah. Fancy setting up a route? Cool. Yeah, that would be the right order to do things in. All right. Right, so it's going to be fairly straightforward, isn't it? It is going to be straightforward. Stops. Go over here, and we'll come out of platform A. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to be able to afford a partner train for this one, so it's going to need to rocket along. I think we're still looking at 30 minutes, 35 minutes a journey time, which is, I mean, it's okay. It's not the swiftest thing in the world. If we say 300 and then estimate the travel time, it's saying 20 minutes. Ooh, that's not bad. Okay. All right. I think we might have to adjust that. I'll see how it works in practice. Right. Transcon. Heck yeah. All right. There we go. Let's. I know. I need to name it better. We shall start it at. Ooh. The last one is happy at 400. We'll try this one at 600, given the higher speed at which it travels, and see how we get on. I know. Yeah. I know. I mean, it could be good. It might be. You never know. What colour do we want this? Let's give this a kind of a sort of orange kind of a hue there. That'd be special. Right. Okay. On we go. And you are going to go on the heck yeah. There we go. Right. Let's go find it. Right. He's rolling. We're off. We're running. We're moving at a speed that rather says, zoom out a little bit, would you? I got it. All right, there you go. All right, what have we got? 7 passengers. First 7 coming on now. I'm thrilled to be a part of it. Right, what sort of speed are we getting? 317 during the fast bits. Because that 350, it's a nonsense. 225 Sunday morning. Oh, this is going to make all the money. And possibly some more on top of that. That looked like 22 minutes to me. Yeah, it did. You're setting yourself up for refunding. Yeah, I might have to tweak it down a little bit. As we get towards the end, I'll slow it down so we can observe any changes in speed that we've got going on. Right, 313, and then we're going to have some slowdown coming up. 157, 153. You would think that would be offset, but no. Okay, all right, okay, all right. It is what it is. Right. So we're going to keep an eye on this one, and we'll see exactly how long the voyage takes when we get to the other end. I'll slow down with like a couple of minutes left to travel, just so that we can get an exact read. There you go. Right, 20 minutes coming in at 20 minutes 45-ish, something like that. All right, that's solid. 80 passengers are refusing the price point blank, which means we're probably getting a knock on in Puebla. Yeah, there we go. No, hold on. Let's go current. Go to day, please. There you go. 10 passengers refusing the price on that one. 3 on that one. So the majority are there, which means that I'm pretty close to having the ticket price set correctly. So if we set that down to about 575, that might do the job. And then crank the tempo. Only 33 coming down from Mexico City. Well, yeah, nobody wants to leave Mexico City to go to Puebla, which is arguably a less exciting place. We were at 80 passengers with a price quibble. It's another 20 getting off there. Pricing's still wrong. Otherwise, you end up giving it away for free. See, that's the problem. Is that you still have to take the flipping passenger, but they give you nothing in exchange. Let's check Puebla South. Yeah, that number's still going up as well. Okay, 575 still high. We might get away with 500. We'll try that next. Okay, all right. Yeah. I'm going to leave it to do a there and back each time before making a decision. Also, let's up that to 21. Let's call it 22 minutes flat, right? Because it sets expectations then, you see, and that way we beat expectations and people are more cheerful as a result. All right, okay, here we go. All right, another load. How many have we got on here? 59. Okay. Now, if we get any rejected fares upon arrival at the station here, well, I'd say it was 129. Yeah. 132 would be higher then. Yeah, it would. All right, try it the other way because we get more going this way. What do we got? 182. And? Oh, poo. All right, keep it coming. All right, we'll take you down to 475. I don't want to charge only 400. Otherwise, I might as well have put the little cheapy chap on there. And that would have made life a lot easier for all of us. Well, it certainly would have made it cheaper. But if you're going to reject paying a premium rate for a premium service, then I am not going to offer that premium service. And, oh, for crying out loud, the other one's quite happy at 400. Just you flipping ingrates. Yeah, well, flipping ingrates is kind of the subtitle for this entire channel. Right, okay, here we go. This is the next one. I mean, ultimately, I'll be quite happy to make the same money off this than I am on the other one. I'll be a little bit disappointed. I would hope for a higher volume of passengers. But I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to say that was a premature decision moment based on the new ticket price having not bedded in. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, okay, right. We're at 193. This is the one that we are basing our decision off. And I do not want to be cutting it to less than 400. There you go. Yeah, you better not complain. All right, I think we've got it. I think it is the same price, despite the fact it's faster. Now, I benefit a little bit from it being faster on the basis of increased throughput of passengers. That's no bad thing. But at the same time, I would have hoped to make a little bit more out of that. Anyway, there's the refunds that we've issued today. Yeah. What about the Mexico Circle? Yes. Oh, look at crumbs. I'm going to assume that this is from earlier, because these refunds, we do get some refunds on the Circle itself. That happens. It's a thing. I'm over it. I'm past it. Because they're not refunding very much. It's dead cheap to ride the Circle. And the route itself still makes gangbusters levels of cash. Oh, we're into Monday now. Yeah. But these refunds that are actually offsetting the amount coming in, well, that shouldn't be possible. These are people refunding their route on the big dog. Yeah, and it is a dog. And big. Yes. But mostly a dog. But also big. Yeah. I know, I'm just talking rubbish. Now, the major concern I've got coming up is whether we're going to see when this yellow number here is the one we're going to keep an eye on, because these just picked up some intercity commuters. So when they hit their next destination, if we see a sudden increase in high fare refunds, let's have a look. That looks quite positive, right? We want to check again, going the other way. That's it. No, now's good. Right, follow the purple dragon. Helps, of course, if you look at the right route. I wasn't looking at the right route. Right, there we go. We are looking at the right route this time. It was at 1150. Oh, no. Well, that's a problem, because it means that I'm going to have to crop the price of the tickets here. You can't just drop the price of the Intercity. You have to drop the price of the trams as well. And as it stands, I'm charging them $1 a kilometre. Now, I've tried dropping it to a fraction of $1 a kilometre, and it doesn't make any flaming difference at all. Those who are complaining continue to complain. Now, if we look at accounting and see how many passengers we do on a normal day. So if we back up to like Tuesday last week, 36,000 in a normal day, of which 105 complain about the price. I'm comfortable with that, because we still bring in 500,000 a day. But now, of course, bringing in 500,000 a day is not going to offset £1 million in flipping refunds. Well, I don't see how that makes any sense. No, because this is it's a longer route than that one, only by a couple of kilometres, but it is a longer route. And it's faster. Nobody on this one's complaining. Nobody. Now, I had an idea as far as not having to tolerate this kind of stupidity, and that was we sever the station, so there are no transfers. If you get rid of transfers, you live and die based on the point-to-point service. The downside is that without transfers, you don't get the benefit of increased traffic demand. Yeah, you see, because look, we've got 380 already waiting for us here at the station, and that's based, at least in part, of these tram services dropping off more people to come in. And, while we're up 2 million here, which, sounds great, we're down 1 million there, and that one's fine. What's wrong, Pink Line? What's your major problem here? Let's look at the stops. Pink Line is saying 300. I find that somewhat hard to believe. No, drop that to 30. Estimate the travel times. There you go. And then let's keep it plausible throughout, shall we? But no, what we're clearly doing here is we're refunding an awful lot of people. And it's costing me an arm and a ruddy leg. In fact, I would put it that pretty much every Pueblan that gets on and transfers is just taking the money back, which is utter scumbaggery. Yeah, it shouldn't be allowed. This is why you can't have a nice train service. If you can't be bothered paying for it, then you don't deserve to have one. Circle line. Wait. Have you lost him? Yeah, I lost him. You sure? No, it's here. It's here. This one is carrying the transferred passengers, and none. All right, we might actually be on something then. Yeah. So the way it works is when a passenger completes their journey, you earn the money at the departing station, but refund it at the arrival station. Yeah. Okay. Or line, as it is in this case. All right, so what's your problem there, Circle B? Why is it that the ones going that way have no problem with anything at all, whereas the ones going the other way are all oofty? Well, therein lies the question, surely. Yeah, that's why I'm asking it. All right, I think this next one's got a couple of commuters on board, and yeah, 50 of them just kind of went, nah. You kind of go, nah is not going to, fine. You know what? I'm gonna put you on a flat rate of a £5 a throw, and see if that livens things up a little bit. Yes. I'm going to lose money. I was very happily making money previously. But yeah. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, okay, here's the next pondering, right? Okay, so this is very obviously a slower line than the Intercity, right? So I wonder if I'm being penalised on the ticket price based on the distance it has to travel. The distance from here to here looks like that's longer. It's going further that way, but they're not refunding that way. They're only refunding going this way. Is Chimalhuacan, are people just notoriously tight-fisted there? I mean, what's occurring? All right, we've got 900 people waiting. Here we go. We've got at least 100 odd there. Let's have a look. Switch to pink. We're on pink. Okay. Yeah, we're on the right date. We're on pink. Here we go. And I hate all of you. We're down 1.6 million on this route today, and I've already shaved my ticket price. We're up 4.6 million there, so we're a net positive. But I'm a net displeased. Yeah. Anyway, that's the dilemma that lies in my path as we speak right now, and I will be. Oh, there's a thought. All right, here's the thought. We could be, in fact, we're likely to be getting some people coming from Tehuacan, riding the express up to Puebla, where they jump on board the express again, whereby they jump off at Mexico City, and then head to another thing, and therefore, it could also be that from here to there is further away from the start point, whereas here to there is closer. I think you're grasping. I am grasping because I don't have a logical reason why that's the case. The only thing I can think of doing is separating these stations so that my beautiful tram lines can continue to earn at a rate that they have been earning so far. And that way, all inherent refunds will be based off the rise and fall of the Hekia itself. Don't know. Anyway, I'm open to suggestions, actually, folks. Stick them in the comments. Let me know what you think, because I don't know. Part of me also says, why don't you get rid of that train that you've got there and buy 2 of the smaller ones? So that you can take advantage of a few more of these passengers who are clearly waiting to go places and do things. Yeah, that's not a terrible idea. Given that these tight-fisted passengers are going to be tight-fisted no matter what, we could. What's my actual refund rate going to be? I try and look for less than 10% of passengers refunding, which. At the destination point, that's not a problem. But down here, we're clearly refunding more than that. So we're probably up around the 20% or so. If we're down 2.7 million, yeah. And we brought in 6. We're up to almost about 50%. Oh, I'm very disappointed in life. Yeah. Yeah, that's not good enough. I mean, the other choice, I don't want to do it because this should be a higher earning train. I don't understand why it isn't. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. This series persists as long as you're interested in watching it, and I'll be back with another one. Let's say soon, shall we? Yeah, let's speak again soon and see how we get on. We're still going to make good money based off the fact that this is turning around nice and fast, but I'm clearly going to have to investigate it for a little while to figure out exactly why there are a bunch of tight-fisted gits who refuse to pay as much as the Tehuacan commuters do when they head to Puebla. Yeah, that's the story. That's what's happening. I'll catch you next time. Cheerio. Well, no sooner do you get done recording and then you go, oh, hold on, I found it. I've figured it out. I've worked out why it is that all of a sudden the people are no longer claiming on the old refunds. It's the spacing of trains. If you haven't got enough trams on your little tram route, then there becomes an inordinately long gap at some point, and it is those passengers are the ones who are requesting well, not just requesting, they're demanding a refund, peasants. So by stacking out the line to equidistant spread, the trains moving between different stations, you largely mitigate that. So I'm going to spend a ton of cash on doing that, then save up a ton of cash more to hopefully hook up to Guadalajara, which will be, I'm going to say, probably in the region of 300 million to get that done. But I'm earning at a fair clip now, so that's becoming less of a chore gradually. And with each new successful route, the chore factor decreases once more. So, from as much as I've bemoaned the amount of time it takes to make some cash early on, and it does take a lot of time to make cash early on, there will come a point where you're rolling at such a speed that cash becomes irrelevant, and that's a problem with any game with a financial component to it. Is you reach a tipping point where money no longer has any kind of issue attached whatsoever, at which point I can just, right, good, there you go. I'll do another one of these, at least one more, and we'll see how we go. Yeah, all right, thanks then, bye.